Out of 22 years of my life, I have yet to meet one person who has not made not one mistake. I have yet to meet anybody on this earth who hasn't done anything that they don't regret. Like real life don't regret. Like I'm somebody I'd be like, I don't regret nothing, because now that I'm older and I'm wise and I've learned from my mistakes and I've learned from my past, I learned that everything happened for a reason, so there's no need to make a mistake. But peep how I said I learned from my mistakes, meaning I'm aware that they were a mistake and it was something that I did regret at the time. But now I've accepted them. I can't name not one person that really have looked back on their life, feel like they've not made not one mistake, nothing to look past, nothing to grow from, nothing to get over, nothing that they don't regret. Because that is just cap. It's not real. It's a lie. It's a facade. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody fuck up. You got moments where you literally just zoning out and you driving, and I'm not saying this is okay and I'm not saying this should be normalized, but it's true, it happens. You got moments where you just doze off and you just staring out of space while you're driving and you ran a fucking stop sign. You dead ass wrong. You could have hit a fucking kid, you could have hit a fucking dog, you could have crashed, you could have hit a building, you could have hit a car. You was dead ass wrong. That was a mistake. You get me? It don't mean that you are that mistake, and it don't mean that you're just somebody who is reckless. You fucking zoned out. You get me? Like, what your past is and the things that you've done wrong is not who you are, and it don't make you you. Just because I smoke weed don't mean that I'm just a fucking weed head and all I will ever be is a weed smoker. And that's not even a mistake. It's just something, you know, as an example, you know, or say that I fucked over somebody. Maybe I stole from them, right? But I've apologized and I grew from it, and it's in the past. Or maybe I didn't even apologize. Maybe it's just in the past, and I just decided to no longer be that. You know what I'm saying? Or I just moved on with my life. It don't mean that I am still that, and I should not allow that to still haunt me. You know what I'm saying? If it haunt me 9 times out of 10, it's because I'm not doing right and I'm not making the best decisions moving forward. I'm probably still doing it, and it's haunting me. You get me? Maybe I met the person and I saw what my action did to affect them, and that's why it's haunting me. So you definitely need to be aware of what you're doing and be aware of the mistakes that you do make, you know, and do right by yourself, do right by the universe, because what you put out is what you receive. So if I'm constantly stealing from people, I'm not looking at that shit as no mistake. I'm looking at that shit, I gotta get mine. You had yours, I'm finna get mine, right? You putting out negative shit. It's not a positive thing to take from people. It's not a good thing to finesse people. It's not cute. So you putting that shit out, next thing you know, you gonna get robbed. Next thing you know, your car breaking down. You know what I'm saying? That's because you constantly putting out negative shit, right? But I'm saying all this to say that you are not that negative shit. You are not your mistake. You are not that car thief. You are so much more, but you don't know that, and that's why you keeping yourself at this low vibrational state, and that's why you doing low vibrational shit. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that's who you are. A better example that I probably should have said in the beginning was, I went through a rough time as a teenager, like late teens though, like adult, like teen, and I would sleep with a lot of people because I was depressed and I was having like a really tough time in life, in my mental health, right? So I just slept with all these people, right? Not happy about it, not a fan of it, and I used to regret it for a very, very long time, because it's like it didn't make me feel better. I probably felt better for that day, but like it didn't change my situation, it didn't change my life. It actually made me feel worse about myself, and there was moments where I cried, but I would still continue to do the same thing, right? For a long time, even after I stopped doing that, because I realized it caused me more harm than good, for a very, very long time, I had deep regret about those decisions. And I was like, I could have lived without sleeping with him. I could have lived without doing that. I could have lived without being there, you know? And though I would have so much progress, though I would be like, okay, now I'm celibate. Now I don't do that. Now I don't even have hoes. Now I would constantly move forward, but I would still be haunted by who I was, because I still looked at myself as that mistake, and that's not true. And in reality, it's not a mistake, because I needed to do that to learn that that's not what I want to do, and that's not who I am, that's not who I want to be. So I just viewed myself as those actions because I regretted it so much, because I know even then that's not who I was. I knew that, you know what I'm saying? So I just lived with deep regret, and I just want you to say, I just want to say that you need to release yourself from that regret, from those feelings of like a fuck up and feeling like you're somebody that you're not. Let that shit go, because that's not who you are unless you make that who you are. If I continue to do that from 3, 4, 5 years ago, if I continue to do the same shit, then that is who I am, because that's what I'm choosing to be every single day. But I could do that shit tomorrow and today be like, I'm not doing that no more. I could smoke 4 blunts yesterday and then today be like, I'm not doing that shit no more. Then I don't do that shit no more, and that's not me no more. You could change your mind at any given time. You could change who you are at any given time. And I'm no longer somebody that sleep with people when they're depressed. I'm no longer that just like, fuck, just because life not going my fucking way. No. And I'm not that person no more because I decided to not be that person no more. And I don't view myself that person no more because I don't do that shit that that person did. I'm not her. That's not me. Yeah, that wasn't even me when I did it. But it's damn showing me now. So let that shit go. Like, breathe, live life, grow, change. You're allowed to do any and everything of that nature. And remember, what you put out is what you receive back. So turn a new leaf. Stop being that person and stop viewing yourself as that person, because it's not you no more. And or it don't have to be you no more. But it's all on you.